Hi! How's it going? Gaming in LXL, of course, is first. And hi, Ilya. Congrats on what? Tutorial chapter 1. Yeah, I'll just play the tutorial for a while. Because I haven't played Tropico in years. So yeah.
Hola, Presidente.
Hey.
It is I, your loyal penultimo, with a workout for your mighty brain. A formality, I know, for one of your brilliance.
Please demonstrate a few leadership techniques with which you will impose your flawless will upon the nation of Tropico. Okay. Complete all the tutorial tasks. So yes. Tasks. Pretty standard. Keeping track, open the tasks, and view each current task. Obviously. Lesson 1. Introduction and controls. Pan the camera around, rotate the camera. Okay, so that's just pretty normal stuff. Rotate the camera is supposed to use a middle mouse button. Is there any other way to do that? Because my middle mouse button isn't that good. Okay, right is to bring that up. Left is just to do that. Yeah, I would really like... Okay, QE, great. And then zoom camera. There's also tilt camera. Now, that might be a little bit more difficult to deal with. Because, again, my middle mouse button doesn't exactly work. Which is quite the annoyance. Oh. Yeah, let's see if there's any other way to go about it. Gameplay. Doesn't seem like there's any way to change the controls, which is kind of annoying. Kind of pisses me off. Again, this is the zoom, but... The point of this game is essentially you're playing as a Central American dictator. Yeah, pan. Tilt the camera up and down. Yeah, I really dislike this. Anyway, you're playing as like a Central American island dictator through various, eras of political instability. Okay, good. Archipelago view. So this is a new feature. It's the archipelago view. Before, in the first first 5 games, I was thinking of another series, you are playing on one island, whereas here you have an archipelago of islands. So that's pretty great. Archipelago view is the zoom for you. So okay, so you need to zoom out. Oh wait, what? Okay, anyway, now that you mastered the camera, let's look at different ways to control time. Okay, so that's just pause and the different speeds. Pause, speed 1, speed 2, speed 4, speed 1.
Proud of you, Presidente.
Okay.
Your control of your Tropico is absolute.
And essentially, yeah, you have to manage a relatively simple but engaging economical system and the politics of a, well, really unstable island nation, Essentially, that's the point of Tropico. Okay, Teamster's office and the dock. So yeah, we need the treasury, obviously. Okay, so here is Teamster's office, and what we need to do with it is just what does it tell me that I need to do? Okay, never mind. Teamster's office and inspect the descriptions tab, and the dock and the descriptions tab. So essentially what the Teamsters do is ship things around the island. The docks bring in things from outside. And that's, it's also the way you get money. Like, the freighters come every once in a while, and once the freighters come, you sell them goods, and so you get the paycheck, essentially. Connect the mine to a new road that connects to an existing road. Okay, so we need to construct a road now. And we need to connect it to the mine. There we go. Road construction is instant in this, so it's actually relatively easy. Next freighter will automatically export the gold, earning you money, which is added to your treasury. Right, essentially that. Every time a freighter arrives, a newsfeed message will display the money earned from the export, obviously, which is over here. Very, very good. Low rubble fret. Nice. Interface looks good. So now we just need to export the goods. And yeah, we can speed up in the meantime. What is this archipelago view? Oh, okay, so you can just see everything. Okay. And then you can select El Presidente over here. Chat's in the way. Yeah, you can customize too. But I'm gonna do that later. Yeah, just exit customization mode. How many citizens do we have? 79. Okay. And that's the support. Seems like we're like in the Cold War era already. So yeah, from here you can see like your different your different little your different little buildings. So there's plantations which spawn agriculture, and they're worked by people. And you can see who's working it.
Nice weather.
And you can see a lot of information on this. You can see how wealthy they are, how educated they are, where they work, where they live. So that this man, you can see he lives in a bunkhouse, and it's this one. You know, there's just a lot of ways you can check out things. So now we're trying to export the gold, right? But it's not really doing it. So that's annoying. That's kind of annoying. Efficiency scales the extraction rate. Yes, I know how that works. Anyway, increase the speed. That's actually 1913, so it's the World Wars era. I say you export water, you have plenty of it. Well, yeah, that's the point of being an island. There's a lot of water. What did I export last time? Yeah, you can see a lot of statistics in here. If you know where to look. Oh no, okay, good.
It looks so tiny from here, but I doubt even you could lift it.
Other sources of income come from service buildings. Yes, obviously. Okay, sorry, I was eating, but what's kind of funny is that now the game is telling me to build a tavern, and the place where it's telling me to build, there's a shack in there already, so we're gonna demolish someone's shack. Which is just awesome. You can quick build things. It used to be like half the price. Yeah, half the price. Processed goods, that's obviously, you know, this is just raw goods exported. Then you can obviously process for industry. So tannery is gonna There we go. Tannery is gonna take like animal hides, so from our ranch over here. From our ranch, and turn it into leather. Decreases the consumption of hides by 25%. So yeah, we can upgrade it, because why the hell not? You can see right now it's telling me that it doesn't have any goods, but that's gonna be done later. Yeah, complete all tutorial tasks. Okay. So, you know, just what you'd expect with an economy system like this. There's a bunch of bad housing. Should probably build some normal houses. Wow. Low quality residential building for 6 households. Tenants must be at least poor. Low cost residential building for 2 households. Tenants must be well off or better. Okay, so this is just the one that everyone's gonna have to deal with.
I knew you would get the hang of this way of issuing orders.
Remember, it's all about stuff.
Make
Yes,
money
build
is
stuff.
good, but you know what is better?
Making more money.
More money.
Trade. Ah, this is new. This is awesome. So there's offers for resource contracts. Okay, I see. So we're gonna take a contract to export leather to Mexico. What else could we do? This is processed resources. Raw resources. So obviously we are exporting gold, but yeah. You can buy trade licenses, but no need for that yet, because we don't have enough trade licenses, but we're not really exporting anything else. So yeah, this is all the goods that you can... Oh, okay, right. Gold. To the Dominican Republic. So the first one is just 1,000. So pretty... Deviation 50% above standard. So 13,000 per 1,000 units, and a standard price is $9,000. Oh no, this is import, not export. Then we need to have a ranch where cattle values between 90 and 100. So the cattle ranch must be placed on a better location. Okay. Ranch cattle. We need to have cattle ranch placed in the best location, so it would have to be somewhere over here, and we're gonna need to build a road to it. Gonna put high priority on it. No need to quick build it. What else are we bloody producing? Almanac. Happiness, people, economy. Resource overview. Corn, meat, hides, gold, leather. So I guess meat? A meat contract might not be bad. Yeah, this is just how you do with the economy. It's not really that strange, and also this is like the era edicts. Kind of cool. Research. Again, we're gonna get to all these things. Pirate coves and raids are new, and you know, can't wait to look at those. Era outlines. So yeah, this is just all the different characters that we have to deal with. Broker.
I came to see you.
Oh, okay. So he's the guy that gives you the strange deals. Constitution, obviously, that's for... Oh, crap. I didn't want to do that. Politics, okay. No need for those yet. I was trying to look at the trade. Where the bloody hell is the trade? It's overlays, edicts, construction. Ha! World wonders. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Right, here. No, that's just... okay. Rebellion threat is low. Okay. Trade. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So accept the trade contract. We can export meat to the United States. Hey, hey, Admiral A Games, and hey to PopChip. Right now, the game is in closed beta, so I'm pretty sure, like, I got it by requesting it, but that's because I have a YouTube channel, so, you know, good luck getting that. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any other ways for you to get it right now. Maybe if you buy it, like, if you pre-order it, let me see. Because I haven't really looked at how this beta really works out. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and look at it. Oh, actually, it's not in the store. Okay. So I guess you just need to sign up, really. And maybe you'll get it. Yep. That's really sad. For you. So far looks pretty cool. Although, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Still haven't gotten into the meat and potatoes of it. Yeah, I'm trying to get this ranch all done and well. And wow, look at those export numbers climb up. That's from the trade licenses. Partially. And partially from the fact that all of my other things are working at full efficiency. Set the budget of your cattle ranches to maximum and check the efficiency tab on the building info panel. Wait for the cattle ranches to be fully staffed. Okay, so set the maximum budget. So we're gonna spend more. And we can have a different. The ranch does not decrease the fertility in the vicinity, decreases the efficiency by 15%. Basic settings. Write it in. Manure fertilizer. Manure fertilizer. Install chrome tanning in the tannery. So it's just teaching us how to use upgrades to synergize our economy. Fire and forget. If you cannot supply enough hides for the tannery to operate efficiently, you can fire workers to save the cost for wages. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna tell us how to fire people. Martina Ramos, you are fired. And I will close this. No. Close slot. I do not want to hire a foreign worker. You want to hire foreign workers for, like, you know, education, like high education jobs. Dock work mode from sniffer docks to regular controls. Okay, so that's. Yeah, that's because the dock generates crime, obviously, from smuggling. So many ways to juice the fruits of the Tropican economy. Okay, so continue with the next tutorial chapter. You know, it's not telling me anything too strange, but might as well.
Your job would be so much easier without these citizens. Perhaps one day we will be able to replace them.
Until then, you had better learn how to keep them all happy. So we're now in a new island, new tutorial island. Ever wondered about the shacks blemishing your tropical paradise? Apart from looking shabby, living there does not really make the tenants happy, and you are missing out on rent revenues. Tropicans build shack on their own whenever their residential buildings with vacant flats are too far away from their workplace. So wherever you see a shack, you see people who would rather live in a real residential building in the same place. You could just build over shacks of other buildings. No citizens will be harmed. So we need to build 2 bunkhouses near the 2 bunkhouses near our workplaces. Number 1, and the Fisherman's Wharf. So this one, right? Yeah, because it says the Fisherman's Wharf and oh, okay. Well, I mean, whatever. So here we are. This is Volcano Island. Oh, okay, right. So it's still the same archipelago. It's just skipped ahead in time. There's Volcano Island to the here. There's our main island. We were here before. Hello. Oh, wait. It's the same... No, it's not the same island. Okay, I see. Well, it's a much bigger island over here, though. As you can see, we've got more money, more people, and that means more problems, generally. Tasks completed, economic wealth. Select the citizens working at one of the fishermen's wharf. So, another limiting factor for your citizens is their wealth. It defines what they can and can't afford. So they are the broke, poor, well-off, rich, or filthy rich. Is determined by the combined income of a couple and the number of their children. So obviously, select the fisher. Hello, Josefa Vasquez.
What a day.
So you're poor, uneducated, homeless. You know, just a regular old Tropican. Life. Yeah, you can see their thoughts, obviously. So yeah, gotta find somewhere to live. This will do for now. So she's found a bunkhouse to live in. And yeah, she's just depressed. She's not happy about anything. So yeah, she might rebel if things go wrong. Open the info panel of a fisher and inspect the happiness tab. Okay. Montserrat Romero. So he's happy because of healthcare, but not happy because of food, fun, religion, housing, job, crime, safety, and liberty. He is a communist and a militarist. Yeah. Yo mama's so classless she could be a Marxist utopia. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, okay, so we need to have a tavern here, obviously, to make people happier. There we are. Hi. Hi, radical anarchist. How's the Balkans? Same as always. Hey, Kvass. Yeah, we will build many weird things. Almanac. Alright. So here's the happiness. Fun. Okay, so the people are having less fun. You can also see the revenue. Okay. Oh wow, this is a good ledger. Pretty easy to use. Liberty, safety, faith, house, job, health, food. Okay, I see. Deaths by starvation last year 0. That's gonna change. Yeah, the average happiness of all your people combined is quite low. To find out where exactly fun is lacking and where to construct buildings, you need to look at the overlays. So fun coverage. People are having fun here and kinda here, but really not having fun here. So yeah, that's essentially how it works. People are praying everywhere. People are getting medical treatment everywhere. People are relatively free everywhere. People have no electricity. And the army is nowhere. So yeah. Addressing the issue. Open fun quality overlay and build a tavern on the other islands. Yeah. Wow, look at that arrow, man. So here, oh wow, there's some cool stuff in here. Oh my god, it's an opera house. Yeah, you can see some of the better buildings over here. Some of the more late game stuff. Teamster's office, clinic. That's good. And here we can build a tavern. Right here. Wait, no, that's where we already have one. So yeah, it's not as important, but can still build something. There we are. And since they're the only things that are being built, they are gonna get built really quickly. Yeah, look at all these ships, man. Of course, they're passing through each other because they're not actual. There's no actual collision.
In brief, you are number 1, I am number 2, and everyone else is. We now come to the traveling part of your job. Not everyone knows you're doing such great work.
How crazy is that? People always think they know best, and sometimes you have to be politic, which means inventively bribing pressure groups to win those niggling elections. There is much to learn. Okay, so this is politics, which is one of the best parts about the game. So people are generally committed to something, and you know, that's gonna obviously influence the way that they are feeling about things as a whole. Open an info panel on a citizen and inspect their political views. Just inspect political views. Okay, so there's capitalists right now, I guess. Capitalists, communists, religious, and militarists. Let's take a look at the capitalists. Moderate capitalists. Monica Perez. Monica Perez is a moderate capitalist, and she likes me a lot. Why does she like me so much? That's because the capitalist faction really loves me, and so since she's a part of it, she is getting told that I'm a great person. So she likes me. If we were to look at, you know, for example, the communists who dislike me because they're at 33. Yeah, you can see that that's the faction leader. We can kill them, bribe them, all that, and that will obviously have an impact on the faction. Is free desserts too many? And you can see that there's obviously people with different things. Now, she relatively likes me because she has no reasons to dislike me, but as you can see, she's not as, you know, as approving of me as that capitalist person. Open the almanac and inspect the politics tab. Hello? We were just here earlier. Accept and complete or reject a faction demand. So obviously factions, generally there's events that happen with factions. They're
So unthinkable. I cannot even tell you what it is.
yeah, and they're gonna be all comical about it. So their faction leader comes up, does a really over-the-top speech to you about something, and like for example, we need to have, because the militarists are just paranoid, we need to have a watchtower in 180 days, and if we do it, they're gonna like me. If they do not do it, they're not gonna like me. And yeah, if we discard it, they're not gonna like me. So, watchtower. We need to have one of these. Yeah. To make the military happier. Let's make it right next to the presidential palace, because, you know, we need defense. Go Gami, be Cuba. Moderate militarists, go to USA. And hi, Kirill. Make Tropico communist again. Привет, Kirill. Как дела? Obviously, I see that there's some interesting chat options. Monarchist, Lycentrist, Tropico, XD. Hello, Overseer USA, and hello, Lorenzo. I'm playing Spain Simulator, as you can see. Well, not really Spain, but yeah, Spain too, in a way. Yeah, and so
Presidente, your aid is appreciated. With your help, we'll double our armed forces, redouble our efforts, and halve our expectations.
yeah, the characters are interesting. They're kind of funny sometimes. So we should use force multiplication to divide and conquer before it's T-0. Jesus fucking Christ. So anyway, the militarists are happier. Sometimes two factions will have a demand at the same time, forcing you to choose, even if their request is the same. In this situation, you will always lose standing in at least the rejected faction. Dismissing a dual demand will anger both. After making the decision, the dual demand will turn into a regular demand. So yeah, in case you haven't noticed, this game is literally Castro Simulator. And yeah, there's just so many things to track with
about your
politics.
Final confession, Presidente. I suspect that it could take a rather long time to cover all your sins.
Presidente, I am inspired. I have solved the problem of capitalism.
I have solved the problem of capitalism. Oh wait, my shoelaces aren't tied. There, it is fixed. I wouldn't want to trip and fall on my face. What was I saying? No, it's gone. Never mind. While I am here, perhaps you could help with a small task. And she is like, blah, 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 heaven, something. So the religious people say, you know, build a chapel, whereas the commies are like, we need houses, build houses. Consequence of not accepting in time is just -5 to everyone. Since we need houses, I am going to accept the Marco Moreno. Marco Moreno is like, you know, your communist character leader person, and he's obviously Che Guevara. If the standing of a faction gets too low, they will issue an ultimatum.
Your lack of respect for the
So the
military is
militarist, yeah.
unacceptable, Presidente. We're on the verge of a coup.
I'm pretty sure in real life they do not tell you if there is a coup about to happen. Anyway, surely you must know the risks of getting the wrong side of the army. Please don't make me sit on a junta, Presidente. I don't want to be a politician. Except you are. So we need to build a barracks. Otherwise, the army will just be mad. No, I do not want to abandon the quest.
Presidente, I am inspired.
Yeah.
I have solved.
So we need to build a barracks. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and then some houses. Residential bunkhouse. Let's bulldoze some shacks. So yeah, this is timed, as you can see, 2,600 days. So, you know, a long, long time. Yeah, so if we do not do that, then... like, if you do not do that, then it just gets worse and worse and worse until you just lose. It's time to read chat. This is good. The good thing about actually playing a city builder is that I have time to read chat. Yeah, this is basically Cuba. Crusade against the Gommies. Yeah, essentially, and hi, ANCAPs are a meme. El Presidente is watching you. Hey Stalin, yeah, I'm playing Tropico 6, which is a cool little game. It's about to come out, you know, in a few months. And I got given the beta, which is great. So essentially, El Tirador Lorenzo, I will explain this to you. So essentially, you are playing as a... This is a city builder slash nation manager kind of game. Well, very small nation, obviously. But, you know, the twist on it is that while the economy and the building mechanics aren't nearly as developed and deep as something like, you could say, well, you know, the various sim cities and the various, you know, city skylines, all those city managers, you have to deal with politics and international relations as well, because essentially you're playing from, like, you know, the time when this Caribbean island is just a colony of some European nation, all the way to the modern age through the Cold War. That's what they're going for. And yeah, it ends up being essentially kind of a Civil War simulator. If you're not good, if you are good, it's dictatorship simulator, essentially. Yeah, this is Tropico 6. They gave me a key to the beta. And hi, Councilcom. Councilcom. Hi, Sean Andre. Hi, Overseer again. When will you implement full communism? Well, someday. Someday I might. Someday I won't. See, that's the good part about Tropico, is that you can really be a total radical centrist and just, you know, essentially El Presidente is just an opportunist that's, you know, playing off everyone. You know, in, you could say, the canon of it. So yeah, approval. Open the almanac and inspect
Presidente,
support.
Your aid is appreciated. With your help, we'll double
Yeah, okay.
our armed forces, redouble our efforts, and halve our expectations.
So now we have a choice of either... Wait, what? Oh no, okay, never mind. Almanac. Politics. I thought that that was a choice reward, but no, it's fine. So here you get support, eligible voters, because we do not have... Like, we have 275 people, but 75 eligible voters because I think of our... I think it must be because of our constitution that has, like, you know... It has, like, a limited suffrage, probably. You could say that this is like Victoria 2 with a city builder in it. Yeah, and so 66% of people support us, 18% is undecided, and 16% is opposition. So we have an election, and if we lose the elections, it's game over. We could just not allow elections, but that will, you know, deteriorate everyone's, you know, it will deteriorate in the long term. And, yeah, you can also rig elections, which, you know, why not? And then you can hold election speeches before an election to essentially, like, strike off a few notes, you know, to try to get some people's support, because you're doing some promises, you're making threats, and you're accusing people. At least that's how it worked in, like, Tropico 4. And yeah, and then before the elections are over, if you're really low, you know, or if you're really high, it doesn't matter, but you can rig elections. But if it's discovered, you know, a lot of people join the rebels and try to, you know, bomb your buildings and take over your territory, which is not good. So we need to win the elections.
Presidente. It seems that they want a choice in how they are ruled. So selfish.
So selfish. Shall we give them what they want, or shall we make them want what you want? I always want what you want, and you always want what you want. So shouldn't they also want what you want? Tropico. The dialogue in this game is just, yeah. I will deliver an amazing speech. So we need to acknowledge an issue. Like, for example, fun. People are not, you know, are you not entertained? So, yeah, they're not entertained, and we can access, we can, you know, say that that's there. We can praise a faction. Yeah, to do this, well, actually, you need to be paying a lot of attention, because you actually cannot check the ledger while you're doing it. So, yeah. Is this our approval rating for these factions? Fun happiness does not contribute to the approval of voters for the election. Okay, so the fun... Okay, so this is to temporarily increase their standing. So we're gonna praise the militarists. We're gonna kind of try to divert away from the fact that fun happiness is a problem by acknowledging it and saying, you know, hey, we know that that's there. Please don't vote against me for that. Then we can blame either the allies or the Axis. So that's for the international relations. We're gonna blame the Axis to gain voter approval while worsening their relations with the superpowers. We can just deliver the speech without any of these, by the way. You know, that's an option too. And then we can promise that we're going to increase something. We're going to promise we're gonna increase housing. So undecided voters most dissatisfied with housing happiness will vote for El Presidente. And here,
My people, welcome to a golden age of prosperity for every living Tropico. It was your trust that made it possible. Your trust of me, El Presidente. My people, are you bored? Let Presidente entertain you.
oh,
It's nothing fun anymore. Let Presidente be all the fun you need. You don't enjoy life?
let Presidente enjoy it for you.
And as we strive, our efforts are protected by our
So,
brave
yeah.
Tropican army. Our fighting men and women give no quarter, and neither do our soldiers. Just as we praise our friends, so we condemn our enemies. The Axis wishes to remake the world over my mildly unsettled body. What can you look forward to in the years to come? Better housing, slantier roofs, straighter walls, more transparent windows. The Tropican house of tomorrow is built with standards.
So yeah, you saw,
So vote
you know,
El
vote El Presidente.
for the future that you deserve. All of you.
All of you.
Tropico.
Viva Tropico. So you can see El Presidente is pretty happy about himself right now. He's oh yeah, you can also make a visit. Like El Presidente has abilities that you unlock. Right now we can only visit buildings.
It is a great day for our comrades. We even had cake to celebrate.
Although we do not yet have enough cake for everyone. We must continue to grind the flour of the bourgeoisie with the sugar of the workers. But we thank you for greasing the baking trays of equality. So +2 communist standing because we completed that thing. So win the election is our next objective. If we look at the politics, no, that's the wrong politics. We need to look at Almanac. Right now, overall happiness is 45. So one thing that we can do, 100 homeless citizens. That's not good. What are those blue dollars? I have no idea what those blue dollars are. Anyway, there's 96% of support. So probably we're not going to have any problems. Just I'd rather be you know, a little bit safe rather than sorry. So the election is over here. It doesn't tell me like the approval rating of anyone, which is relatively sad. I wish that I could pan a camera without middle mouse button. Another thing that you can do to improve people's happiness is increasing salaries. So yeah, like this, you increase the budget of a building, and that increases wages, which yeah, which will increase, you know, the happiness of your population, obviously, and the work efficiency. And since we have a bunch of money, we can do that. Other things that we can do is obviously build things that make people pretty happy. We can't do that, actually. Do we have space? Yes, we do, obviously. Mansion, bunkhouse. So this is 6 households for $1,200. This is 12, for, yeah, more than that. That's okay. I really wish that I could pan, you know, in some way or another. That would be very useful. Oh, okay. So you can pan like this. Wait, no. Whatever. Somehow it worked. Anyway, it should be relatively easy to win. Right? Yeah. 79 eligible voters, 94% support. Yeah, but like, they, you know, communists with food not accurate. Viva Tropico. Yeah, there's allies and axis, but that's because it's world wars. And yeah, I know that Entente and Central Powers would be more accurate, but like, you know, like obviously they're doing that. And bye later, Ilya. See you laters. But yeah, obviously, like, you know, it's just easier to put Axis allies, you know, as a whole. Wait, is that a freighter? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's a bug. That person looked like a freighter. Decreases the risk of this building catching fire. Awesome. You earn $1 for each citizen living in the vicinity of the newspaper every time they rest. What? Decreases the liberty by 5. Red star. So that's deals in profit, the word. Yeah, this is the work mode, and obviously for newspapers that influences people around them. Ooh. You're having problems, are you?
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico intend to vote for you, Presidente.
Yeah, they do.
Intend to vote for you many, many times.
But can we trust the citizens to vote correctly? I wouldn't want to wake up on the day after the election in a state of confused regret. Perhaps we should help them for their own good. Nah, we're just gonna let them because we're gonna win anyway. No need for rigged elections. Not yet. Almost human protocol. Or profit protocol. Profit. Raids and military. Pirate Cove. So we're gonna check that out one day. Ministry, Embassy, Bank. Yeah, but that requires like education and stuff, which we probably do not have. Newspaper, library, high school, radio station. Generates knowledge for the research of regime tools. Yeah, having a school sounds like a decent idea. You know, I'm playing like I'm gonna continue on with this, but I'm not. Yeah.
The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
76 loyal Tropicans voted for you. 4 individuals 76 loyal Tropicans voted for you. 4 individuals voted for your rival. You can even assassinate like your election rival, so yeah. Or at least used to be able to. Anyway, we can, because we just won, we can do some reforms to the Constitution. Yeah, like, it was wealthy citizens voting. That's... That's fine. Armed forces, militia, armed state, religion and state requires research. Labor policy requires research. Ecology is just economy first. Special separation of powers, it's official separation. Or it's official, but it's not true. Immigration is unlocked in the Cold War. Media independence also in the Cold War. Personal rights in modern times. Healthcare in modern times. Marriage rights in modern times. And market economy in modern times. So with armed forces, there's... Okay, so soldiers require at least a high school education, but their damage is increased. Now, so confirm that. There we are.
Keeping all the factions sweet is the key to political success.
It is also impossible.
Which is why politics is such good fun.
Just try and keep all the political plates spinning, and if you drop one, sweep up the pieces and claim you meant to do it. Obviously. Continue with the next tutorial chapter.
Government. This is Loyal Penultimo's specialist subject. I have all the specs and diagrams at home.
Have a library. Okay, so we need knowledge. We need to have a library. Does this building have a front end? It does. So we should probably have that facing the road. What is this plantation? Corn. It looked white. Racism! XD. It's a freight truck, El Presidente. Don't let people deceive you that it is a freighter. It's just a massive truck. Also, hello, Hercules. Yes, that was a freighter moving on land. Now I will increase the education. Water trucks are the future of Tropican transportation. Centrist Tropican theocracy. Yeah, Tropico is an interesting place, we could say. God damn it. So yeah, you can see that like the islands are the same every time, although, yeah, like the stuff that we did changes around. Hello! Yeah, I think it's just... I wonder what's causing that. But yeah, it's a beta, you know. That's just how it is. That's just how betas are. I mean, come on, we can just quick build it because we've got the cash. Anyway. So here's library. Okay, now. Come on, task number 2. Invite a foreign worker to the library because the Tropicans need to have a high school education to work in it, and yeah, some places even require a college education, but we do not have, you know, people who are educated. So we need to, you know, find something like that. So we're gonna hire a foreign worker for 750 monies. And yeah, next freighter that comes, he's gonna be on there. Come on, freighter. Here we are. Because freighters do not only bring in goods and money, they also bring in people. So yeah, here we are. Population has just increased. Does it even say like how many people are immigrants? Special citizens. There's 4 faction leaders. Huh, okay. Man, this is a very good ledger. I like it very much. Swiss bank account. And here we are. We have James Bourne. He's rich, he's college educated,
See?
and he's homeless. Obviously. Let's build him a house.
Did I forget something?
He also has a Spanish accent, despite not being Spanish. Research wealth tax. Okay, so there's obviously, here's all the researches that we can do. Okay, so there's the colonial era, advanced boat services, increases the upkeep of teamster ports, tourist ports and docks. There's penal colony, which increases immigration rate by 50%, but everyone's a criminal, essentially. And I receive a monthly payment to keep these criminals. Child allowances, church fees, so that's, you know, get monies when people go to churches. Employee of the month. Employees work double shifts as long as this edict is active. Oh, that's pretty good. Circus. Library. Probably just a placeholder. And there's, wow, that's a lot of tax. So wealth tax, labor policy, religion and state. So that's the constitution ones. Triggers one demand from each of the free factions with the lowest standing values. Oh, okay. I see. So that's an edict that makes you essentially take a task to improve relations with a faction. Bells to bullets and decreases the efficiency of all religious buildings by 20%. Increases the hit points and damage of military squads by 10%. Building permit, that's just obviously... that's obviously to get Swiss bank account stuff, which is like your score. Early elections. Literacy programs, that's very useful. Martial law. Military police, state loans. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Then Cold War. Diplomatic super party. Immigration, media independence, National Day. Experimental ground treatment, the good old days. Citizens wear old-fashioned clothes. Increases the tourist rating by 4, plus 3 for each fort, and plus 1 for each guard tower up to a cap of a 10. Decreases intellectual standing by 10, and conservative standing is increased by 15. Religious standing increased by 15. That's kind of funny. Caribbean Trade Pact Association. Increases capitalist standing by 25. Aircraft carrier. Skyscraper hotel. Speedway. Policy of détente. Light bulb ban. Contraception ban. Okay, well, wealth tax. Knowledge required is 95. We are producing 1 knowledge. So yeah. We can hire other people to improve the research speed, obviously. Or we can make an academic department, which is going to increase the efficiency. And yeah, we're going to hire a couple people to make sure that we research as quickly as possible. And make the budget higher. Because that's just literally the only thing we need to do, and we're given $1 million money to do it. See you, Lorenzo. You chat box, stay political. The chat box always needs to stay political. They're all called James. That's kind of scary. Obviously, placeholder still.
For some reason,
You gain $10 for every rich or fifthly rich adult each month. Decreases construction cost of all industrial buildings by 50%. Oh yeah, this one's really good. Have ministry appoint a minister for any of the departments. Okay, so we need to have a ministry. That is very fine. You know, we've activated industrialization, so we might as well just get ourselves a bunch of these. What are we actually even producing? Corn, milk, meat, hides, gold, fish. We can get creameries. Where are we even producing the milk, though? Ranch, cattle. I'm guessing here. So yes, let's make cheese. Weapons factory, obviously. Do we produce cotton? Bloody hell. We don't produce cotton. We produce meat, corn, milk, goldfish, shellfish. Yeah, canneries. Oh, these require electricity. I don't think we have electricity. Electricity? What's that? We're just given a million monies, so I might as well just do all of this. Obviously, the ministry is the one that has the high priority because it's the one that actually has the thing.
I am sorry, not today, please.
Hello. You are a boat. Ice cream. Yeah, this needs to make a few improvements over 5. Okay, ministers. Open the ministry menu. Okay, so that's candidates. Decreases efficiency of education's building by 5. Oh, okay, so they have unique things. Okay, I see. So the religious Department of Education minister would decrease the efficiency and make them more religious. The GAMI would increase student slots in high schools and colleges by +1 per teacher. That seems pretty damn good. Militarists is just that, and then only well-off rich and filthy rich Tropicans have access to education, increases efficiency of education buildings by 25. Already enrolled students are allowed to finish their education. Yeah, everyone's uneducated, so we're gonna take the GAMI. Then in terms of defense, we either have a militarist, a capitalist, or a broker. Oh. The broker is him, right? Get 100 Swiss dollars per month. That's good. Decreases upkeep costs of military buildings, or police stations will provide infantry squads during military conflict. Nah. We're hiring the foreigners, man. Department of the Economy increases the efficiency of buildings on maximum budget by +5. That's great. Decreases the construction cost of residential buildings by 5%. Nah, we're taking you. Increases the efficiency of raid buildings. I don't even know what that does. And vacant interior minister, either religious or commie. Religious makes rebels have a chance to not become rebels when they go to church. Hashtag historically accurate. There we are. Wait for progression tasks to activate. Reach Cold War. Okay. So to advance into the next era, you need to complete a progression task. These activate automatically over time. Following their objectives will bring you to the next era. Okay, I see. Progression Cold War. For tutorial purposes, we have shortened it down to the click of a button. Aww. Okay, progress to Cold War.
Over, Presidente. I would kiss you if it was not treason to do.
Constitution. Starting with the World Wars, Tropico has a constitution. Every time you progress to the next era, you need to decide on new mandatory constitution topics. Wealthy citizens vote. Militias. Ecology. Economy first. Separation of powers. I don't think we're gonna really use citizen actions yet, so true separation. Effective until 1926. affixed with a nice Tropico seal. We need to have an embassy and invite the Eastern Bloc to embassy. Okay. So yeah, here there's a lot more options for diplomacy in the Cold War period, obviously. So let us make a Tropican embassy. We're gonna invite the Eastern Bloc and ask for financial aid.
Your vocation, President.
Ah, he's not black and white anymore.
People
That's
cannot
awesome.
govern themselves. They are too small. They need you.
So far, this just seems like Tropico 5, except a little bit better, honestly.
Cars, boats, telepheric gondolas. Your mighty arm reaches everywhere, but the people, they must be transported.
Okay, so this is gonna tell us how to expand to the other islands. Okay. So we need a landing, which is obviously this. Quick build. And then we need to build an oil well. Oh yes! Oil! Oil strong. It requires high school educated people to work at though. Do we even have a high school here? Do we even have high school educated people? Ah, 43. Okay. Somehow. Shipping. We need to have a team support and construct a team support on the volcano island. Connect the oil well to the team support with a road. Oh, perhaps then I shouldn't have done that. There we go. So now this building can work. Increases pollution by 50%. Bridges. Connect the center island roads to the volcano island roads by building a bridge. Right. So build the bridge by dragging the road placement tool towards the sea. So that's the new bridge mechanic. Okay. So now we have a bridge. In Tropico, we do not just park in the streets. Every driving tour needs to start and end in a building. Okay? That's why you need to provide some parking decks to here and there to enable to use cars. That's kind of a reference to how, you know, you don't, there's no, like, the game engine does not support people parking in the street, and so cars just disappear into places. Construct a parking deck on the center island and on Volcano Island connected to the same road network. So here we are. Number 1, quick build. Number 2, quick build. There we are. So people can now drive back and forth. Great. Bus garage. The Depending on the current era and the individual's economic wealth, not everyone can afford a car. To provide faster travel for less prosperous citizens, there are public transportation options like buses, teleferic, and the metro. Let's establish a bus line allowing people living near the oil well to visit the buildings on Center Island. Is this real life? Because it certainly does feel like it. In case you do not know, I take the bus every day, so kappa. Place starting bus stop. Okay. And place the ending bus stop. Like, how about here? There we go. Electric power. Buildings from later eras are increasingly dependent on electrical powers and will not work properly until enough power is provided. We need to build a power plant. To do that, we need a coal mine, and that's Waterfall Island. So we need a landing or a bridge connection to there. Well, here it's relatively short. So we can probably bridge it relatively easily. Where's the mine? It's over here. There we are. So we have a coal mine. You can make a Teamster's office to transport the coal. What's a conventillo? Fair quality residential building for 18 households. Interesting. Power plant. It's probably better just to build it on the central island. Terrain is too uneven. Not within the designated area. Oh, we need to build it within the designated area. Okay. I see. Construct an arcade on Waterfall Islands. Construct electric substations to connect the volcano island to the power grid. Supply all arcades with power. Okay, I see. So it's teaching me how to use these things. So number 1, number 2, and then we need to, because the coal power plant, if we look at the overlays, doesn't extend all the way to here, we need to make substations. To extend it. Number 1, you can see that extends it all the way to here, and then we can make it a number 2. And that should be enough. To get it all the way to here. Yes. Hello? No electricity. Is that because you're not working? Yeah, you're not working. Why are you not working? Because you're empty in stock. Why are you empty in stock? Because you're not connected to a bloody fucking road. Because the Teamster's office is in the wrong place. Bloody hell. What? What? Okay. Well, that's annoying. Welcome to Tropico, though. Sometimes things do not work out as easily as you'd expect. So now it should be working. Wait, what? Still empty in stock. I could just bloody import the coal. Just import the coal. Or I could do an oil-fueled furnace, because now it can use oil. But it's still not giving it the resources, even though we are bloody producing oil, for example. Why? We are producing oil. We are producing coal. Why are we not giving it to that?
Transportation is
Okay,
what cities
good.
of the future need. Actually, it is what cities of the present need. Who knows about the future? Next stop, the Cold War. It seems like only yesterday we were in the
Go
colonial
Pol
era.
Pot. This game is better than Kotu. Yes, of course it is. I know I can report a bug. I will do it after I am done with the stream, because, you know, it might be a bit of a derp. Actually, I could just do it now. Cold War. So there's tourism, okay. And yeah, you need high beauty value areas to get tourism to work out. Oh, we need to do it here. That's probably not the best. But yeah, we want that as far away from, you know, the big industrial area here as possible. Obviously. How's the beauty here? Overlays. Beauty. It's relatively okay. It's not the best. Surprisingly, this is not too bad. Even though, well. Then a scenic outlook. There we are, and we need to have a tourist port. Right, obviously. That's to make tourists come in, because they don't take a freighter, obviously. And then what you can do also is to have decoration items around these places to increase the beauty. Although I'm not sure why it says not within the designated area. Yeah, so these tourist things are actually instantly placed down. so we can build ourselves a little nice tourist places. Cabana Village. And once the first tourist sort of area arrives, or first tourist ship arrives, we're gonna get some tourists. Yeah, look at that. So now our Cabana Village has tourists in it, preferred by thrill-seeking. Tourist info panel. Oh, we need to inspect the info panel of a tourist. So Paul Laurent. I get bored if I'm not paragliding with a shark. Must pass out. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty typical tourist for you. Economy. Tourist rating. 50. 50, 50, 50, 50. 70. Okay. Set the arcade on Waterfall Island to tourists only. Okay, so that's to make sure the tourists do that.
And they are garishly dressed, but they come with money that they want to spend. And that makes them our friends.
Just remember, tourist ports to get them in, tourist accommodations to put them in, and tourist traps to pack them in. There's good money to be made from foreigners, even if you don't pick their pockets directly. Alright, yeah, I think I'll end it for now. It was a good first look at what Tropico 6 has to offer, and I'll finish the tutorial on another occasion. So yeah, I want to thank you all for joining, and I think I'll go away now. Yeah, this was pretty good. Definitely want to play some more of it. Tell me what you think, obviously, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna play more of this because it's good.